You're 40 minutes into the interview. It's gone well. And then it comes. The question everyone forgets to prepare for. So, do you have any questions for us? And you freeze. You mumble something about the culture or the hours or, I think you've covered everything. Here's the thing. That wasn't a formality. That was the last question of the interview. And it's the one where you get graded on how you think. I'm Kat, and today we're going to use AI to build the questions you ask them. The ones that get you real answers and make an interviewer sit up. Let me reframe what that moment actually is. You're about to consider spending maybe 2,000 hours a year at this place. That's more waking time than you'll spend with most of the people you love. And yet most candidates accept a job having asked fewer real questions than they'd ask before buying a used couch. Any questions for us? Is your test drive. It's the one moment they hand you the keys and let you open the hood. Start the engine, listen for the rattle, check whether the thing actually runs the way the brochure says. Skip it, and you're buying the car based on the photos. And here's what makes this moment sneaky. Your questions are doing two jobs at once. Job one, they get you real information. Is this a place I'd thrive, or a place I'd be quietly miserable? Job two, whether you like it or not, they're still watching. A sharp question tells them more about how you think than any answer you gave in the last 40 minutes. A good question is both a flashlight for you and a signal to them. That's why the throwaway ones cost you twice. Watch what happens when you upgrade a question. What's the culture like? That's a flashlight pointed at the floor. You'll get a canned answer. Oh, we work hard and play hard. Useless. Now aim it. What does someone who thrives on this team do that someone who struggles here doesn't? Same topic. Completely different light. Now they have to tell you what actually gets rewarded and what quietly gets people pushed out. You learned something real. And they just watched you ask a question most candidates never think of. This is where AI earns its keep. Open your AI assistant. Paste in the job description. And if you did last episode's homework, paste in what you figured out the company really values. Then ask, I'm interviewing for this role. Give me 5 questions to ask them that do 2 things. Get me honest information about whether I'd succeed and be happy here, and show I've thought seriously about the work. For each one, tell me what it's really designed to reveal. Read them, and keep the ones that make you lean in. Then one more, to save yourself. Which of these might come across as presumptuous or aggressive, and how would you soften them? Now you've got a short list that's sharp without being a trap. But notice what you're not doing. You're not collecting clever questions to perform with. If you ask something you don't actually care about, you'll show it. You'll nod at the answer without really hearing it, and a good interviewer clocks that instantly. So from the list, keep only the questions you genuinely want answered, and don't turn it into an interrogation. The goal isn't to corner them or prove you're the smartest person in the room. It's real curiosity, about a place you might spend a huge chunk of your life. Ask the questions you mean, and then actually listen. Sometimes the most useful thing in the whole interview is how they answer the hard one. So remember, any questions for us isn't the exit. It's the test drive and the final question rolled into one. Bring 3 or 4 real ones, aim them well, and you'll walk out knowing whether you actually want this job. And they'll walk away remembering the candidate who thought like they already had it. If this helped, like, comment, subscribe, and share. Next time, the offer's on the table. We'll use AI to figure out what you're really worth and negotiate for it without sweating through your shirt. I'm Kat. Thanks for watching.